Like a Diddy party. It's not real. I'm just playing. Frankie loves Diddy parties. She's a freak. She's gonna go to jail soon. That's what we've been hearing from people for years. Not about Frankie, but that there ain't no party like a Diddy party.
I just came back from one of the Diddy parties, Shen. You should have been there. It was dick and balls everywhere, Shen. Where was this phone? Nah, Shen, you should come to the Diddy party next time, B.
You have to go to Diddy parties. They're the best parties in all of Hollywood. Diddy got a yacht, all right? Get on the yacht.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But it seems like Diddy's a piece of shit that is now in jail. Thank you to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. Let's talk about browsers. Most of them boring, but no, not Opera GX. This browser is built for gamers, and it's packed with some crazy awesome features that will make you wonder why you settled for anything less ever. First up, GX mods. You can completely transform your browser with just one click. You want to make your browser feel like an old school arcade? How about make fart sounds whenever you click things, or falling metal pipes? How about that, guys? Everybody's a little strange. Or how about this? A Sour Boys theme. There's even a Sour Boys theme now. So check it out. It's awesome. Opera GX is cool. You guys have seen the ads before. Go to the GX store. You can get all sorts of mods. There's a bunch of user-generated themes, official themes, Dark Souls, Fallout. There's something for everybody on the store. But that's not all, guys. It's not just about the aesthetic. It also is about keeping all your favorite apps close on the sidebar. Discord, Twitch, ChatGPT, all sorts of awesome stuff on the sidebar. Live notifications, you can chat with your friends, keep up with your favorite streamers, etc., etc. Plus, if you're ready to make the switch from any of those other browsers, there's a quick import tool that actually does swap everything over quickly and effectively and efficiently. It's pretty good. On top of that, Chrome extensions are also compatible with Opera GX, so there's no reason to not give it a try. Take your old boring browser app back and bury that sumbitch. It's time to try out Opera GX. Use my link in the description and check out the pinned comment. Thank you to Opera GX for sponsoring this video.
From his $48 million Miami mansion to hell on earth where chaos reigns. Just some of the words used to describe the Metropolitan Detention Center where Sean Diddy Combs is now being held without bail after pleading not guilty to sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
I've made a couple videos on the situation, and one of my videos was taken down. It was taken down for like no reason, and I still haven't gotten a full valid reason, so I'm really invested in this story, and I believe that there are powers that be sort of covering up, manipulating things, especially, and we'll see how this video goes. I'm not saying YouTube is doing anything because I love Mama YouTube, and I don't want to, you know, bite the hand that feeds or whatever, but also, like, I don't give that much of a shit. Diddy has done lots of horrible things to apparently lots and lots and lots of people. There's a lot of lube.
I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do.
There's insane crimes, all of them committed by Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy.
We believe that victims should not be shamed, and instead those who committed the criminal acts against them should be ashamed and take responsibility for the harm that they have caused victims to suffer.
So, firstly, we'll talk about the arrest. After all the stuff started coming out on Diddy, which is now basically outdated information. By the way, YouTube took down one of my videos. I mentioned that. That's insane. Still haven't had any kind of valid explanation for that. My strike just expired. I could have had my channel deleted over some bullshit. My last email providing context to them was the following, where I said nothing was sexual intimate. I posted a bunch of videos from some of my friends, some people around YouTube, and finally one from John Oliver, where he puts, this is the same exact thing that was in my video. Literally two people kissing in a sexual way. Got a few videos talking about the situation, but I had one real big video talking about everything that Diddy had done, but YouTube decided to take it down for whatever reason. The excuse was because there was some nudity in the video, but there was not, and I have emails of them admitting that there was not any nudity. The policy guy said, this is a fair point. Let me check with our policy team to see what their stance is here. They then responded a couple days later with this. I've shared your thoughts with our policy team, but after additional extensive review, they've decided that the video does violate the policy as written and to maintain the strike at this time. Unfortunately, we're not able to share additional specifics on the decision-making process. The official word is as follows. After reviewing the video that you appealed, we found that it violates our nudity and sexual content policy. We removed the video because it shows non-consensual sexual acts or unwanted sexualization. It is not unwanted sexualization at settle, I have a feeling they could just say they made a mistake and own up to deleting the video, but alas, it's gone. They're not going to do that. Anyway, now Diddy's in jail. So who's laughing now? Me? Because I love laughing. I'm a lighthearted guy. You need to stop. You're very disappointing. Anywho, let's go over some of the events that have occurred that have led to Diddy's arrest, all right? The big accusation against Diddy was by his ex, Cassie, on November 16th, 2023. Cassie is a singer who is insanely popular in the early 2000s.
You've been waiting so long, I'm here to answer your call.
And she alleged that Diddy was responsible for R-wording and abusing her over the course of their relationship.
R&B singer Cassie has accused hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of and a decade of physical abuse. The two were romantically involved for years, but in a lawsuit made public today, Cassie says there was a pattern of control, drug use, and forced sexual encounters.
She also included allegations of sex trafficking and domestic violence. Just overall, just toss that on there as well, because the dude's a freak. She demanded a settlement of around $30 million, and only a day later, on November 17th, the lawsuit was settled. It's crazy how quickly that lawsuit was resolved after the threats the day before. She also said that she wanted to make a book to air out all of Diddy's dirty laundry. So it's like this whole big, giant domino that's gonna have everything come crashing down, and it has been. But the $30 million settlement did occur, and there were mutual and amicable terms, and the lawsuit was dropped and was completely resolved, with Diddy's team ultimately stating that a resolution of said lawsuit does not mean an admission of guilt. To me, it does. I'm a legal expert, all right? It seems bad, though. It's like, you want to settle? Okay, that's weird. Let's just settle. You know, I'm a freak. And now he's in jail, so it's like, pretty clear.
Overnight, hip-hop mogul Sean Combs settling a bombshell sexual abuse lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, fellow singer Cassie. Cassandra Ventura writing in a statement, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support."
But anyway, still November 2023, fast forward to November 23rd. Diddy is accused yet again of sexual assault by a different woman. This woman was named Joy Dickerson Neal, who accused him of drugging and R-wording her when she was a college student in 1991, so a long time ago. Diddy denied those claims, and another woman, yet again, the same day, accused him of more. This time, sexual assault, and again, Diddy rejects the claims. December 6th rolls around, and another woman accuses Diddy of sexual assault and gang R-word as well, and she states that she was 17 at the time. Diddy, unsurprisingly, denies the claims again, and he makes a video the same day saying, "Enough is enough." He stated that his character has been viciously attacked and that these accusations will destroy his reputation for being a freak pimp, because that's kind of like what his reputation is now. So maybe, I don't know what his reputation was before, but that's what it is now. So we creep forward into 2024, and on February 26th, Diddy was accused again, this time by a record producer. This is the one that we covered in the video. It was a fellow named Lil Rod.
Multiple lawsuits have been filed against Combs, including one by music producer Rodney Jones. Jones alleges sex trafficking and sexual assault, also mentioning underage girls in the 79-page lawsuit. Claims made by Jones include hidden cameras in the rap mogul's home, saying, quote, "Mr. Combs allegedly threatened to eat Mr. Jones's face in order to get what he wants."
One of Diddy's former producers / videographers, this man filed a lawsuit against Diddy, stating he was also drugged and sexually harassed.
Producer Lil Rod, whose given name is Rodney Jones, has now accused Sean Diddy Combs of operating a racketeering enterprise, groping him, forcing him to engage in sexual acts with sex workers, and lacing alcohol for the guests in his home, including underage girls.
And this was the straw that seemed to have broken the camel's back. There was some legit action as a result of this that was taken against Diddy. And in March of 2024, Diddy's house was raided by the feds, and there were many people taken into custody.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
The home was registered to Bad Boy Entertainment and was also registered to one of P. Diddy's daughters. So despite it not being registered to his name directly, it was still associated with him, obviously. This was the Los Angeles mansion in Holmby Hills. His other mansion in Miami was also raided.
Authorities not confirming very much beyond the fact that this is part of an ongoing investigation started by Homeland Security investigations in the state of New York. Behind me, that is the entrance to Star Island. You can see the Miami Beach police car there at the entrance. If you look to your right, you can see this is where the Homeland Security investigations are set up with their command post.
I was so excited, dude. I thought he was going to go right to jail, but no. People were saying he left the country and he fled and he went down to Aruba and all this different stuff.
Photos obtained by ABC News capturing Combs' Love Airjet in Antigua. No information about who, if anyone, was on the plane.
I don't know, man. Pretty wild stuff, though. Pretty wild. From what we could gather at the time, the feds that raided his home collected evidence such as electronics and possibly even more, but there wasn't much that the public knew at that time.
And so they're looking for something to corroborate the belief that they have that a crime did occur. And as you pointed out earlier, he's facing multiple allegations of trafficking. So perhaps that is a crime in which they're investigating. Perhaps that is what they're trying to seek more information from. But in order to search a home, you have to have probable cause. The only question is, probable cause of what?
However, later we would find out how horrifying the stuff that they actually found was. And that was just a couple weeks ago when all this came out. And we'll get back to this a little bit later. We're still earlier this year.
New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week.
As time goes on, things are getting worse for Diddy, and in May of 2024, a video surfaced of Diddy grabbing, hitting, and kicking Cassie, the woman who had accused him all of those years ago of being abusive towards her.
Disturbing video has surfaced appearing to show music mogul Sean Diddy Combs beating his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in 2016 in Los Angeles.
This is way back in 2023 when she accused him, and the video was originally from 2016 and finally brought to light in 2024, even after a settlement.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
So it showed that the lawsuit that was thrown Diddy's way had genuine substance, and even though we settled, there's no admission of guilt, the video of him beating her you don't really need an admission of guilt. That's just guilt in the form of video.
Mr. Combs certainly deserves his day in court and the presumption of innocence, but it is hard to deny the behavior that's caught on video and that is making news today.
That being said, that lawsuit had already been settled for hopefully a shit ton of money. And at this point, Diddy's reputation is gone down the gutter thanks to the release of the footage. It's like actual, real, legit evidence that this man is a piece of shit. And it sort of corroborates everything else that people are throwing his way. Diddy was very embarrassed by these poor actions. He went to Instagram to apologize for his poor behavior in some wicker roof. I hate that video. It's so weird. He looks like a demon. I don't like this guy. I don't like Diddy. Diddy, I don't like Diddy, okay?
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Then a few months go by and we get to September 2024 when things finally come to light. On September 16th, 2024, Diddy was indicted and arrested in the New York City Manhattan Hotel, or the Manhattan Hotel in New York City. I'm not exactly sure.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
Apparently, Mr. Diddy had been in New York for over 2 weeks, and he stated that he was there to turn himself in, which is like trying to get in the good graces of the judge. Well, Judge, I was staying at the Manhattan Hotel in a pimp suite, and I was just like feeling guilty about all the stuff I had done, so maybe you could let me off with a warning? Because I'm sorry.
As soon as we realized that this indictment was going to be coming down in a matter of weeks, maybe months, but sometime soon, Mr. Combs got on a plane, left his home in Florida, flew to New York. I called the prosecutors myself. I said, Mr. Combs is in New York. Do you want to know where he is? If you want to know where he is, I'll tell you where he is, but he wants to surrender.
To jail with you. Suicide watch. Kind of odd to wait that long, but he did, and a day earlier he was seen out with his family chilling not a care in the world. And now he's gone from a beautiful mansion and the top of the world to jail.
From a life of parties and open bars to life now behind bars. In the past week, P. Diddy has seen some major lifestyle changes. And now we're getting reports that Diddy isn't eating while in jail.
Womp womp. Hey man, sorry, don't give a rot. Easy now. The next day, we finally got to learn what was found at the scene of the crime when the feds raided his homes in Florida and California. The indictment was unsealed September 17th, and mother of God, it is gold. Crazy, crazy gold. Not only did we get to hear the word freak-offs used in an official report, but we also learned what was going on inside of Mr. Didrik's house.
As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting.
Apparently, there was over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. 1,000!
According to the indictment against Diddy, investigators seized more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from his home. The court doc states these items were used in something referred to as freak-offs, which were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded.
I don't know how that's possible, and we don't have any pictures of this or proof outside of this official document, but there's supposedly a real video of it, and it's definitely AI, 110%. There's 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil. How's that even? What is the point of that? Why do you need so much? What's going on? I don't understand.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
However, one user put 1,000 baby bottles into Blender to give you an idea of what it looks like. It's insane. He even had IV drips to rehydrate people after his Diddy freak-offs. And holy shit, that's crazy. Imagine going so hard in a freak off, you have to get an IV drip to recharge. That's crazy. That's insane, dude. That's insane. These are not the same species of human beings that are us, that are just normal, regular ass people. I know you guys are probably like, Opa, you're a really famous YouTuber with a really you got a cool gun and stuff. Dude, no, I'm a regular ass dude. My channel gets 3 strikes. I'm done. Okay. I'm not trying again. It's over. I'm gonna get a job at McCoy's, okay? I'm gonna work at I don't give a I'm not like these people. I hate them. I don't want to be associated in any way. We got a link in the description to the full court document. Here's some snippets on the screen if you guys want to pause and read. The attorney actually mentions the freak-offs, which is pretty good. For the freak-offs, man!
The indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims.
Diddy, rest in peace, was a true absolute freak. He's not dead right now, but by the time this video comes out, he may have Epsteined himself. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it's probably gonna happen because there's a lot of people that went to Diddy parties and stuff, and a lot of people who are at risk of losing their careers and livelihoods, et cetera, et cetera. It's like maybe a hazing ritual or something. We've already seen it with Jeffrey Epstein, except it was in the business world and the politician world. This is just Jeffrey Epstein, but in the Hollywood world, Hollyweird world, whatever people call it. I'm not exactly sure, but these people are freaks.
I got people every day saying, you think they're going to Epstein him? And I go, well, I really don't know. But they can't have this guy do a suicide. It would look kind of funny. Now, imagine if somebody got to one of the correctional officers, and this could happen. They don't make a lot of money. And there's people out there that he has things on that do have a substantial amount of money. Imagine if someone paid someone off on the inside to actually poison his food, give him a heart attack, and he dies. And no one would really think anything of it. So that may be one of the reasons he's not eating. He's really, really paranoid. He's really, really scared.
So we know Diddy is a freak and is being charged, but What about all the people who praised and associated with Diddy during these times of yonder past, these past evil times? Celebrities are genuinely panicking after all the details surrounding Diddy's arrest became public and all of the details of the raid surfaced. In 2023 and 2024, people have gotten a great idea and a good insight into how weird and evil P. Diddy is. What a terrible name. It's a nice name. It's like a friendly name. P. Diddy. P. Diddy. You know, it's Diddy. It's like a child. It's like a cartoon character or something. P. Diddy. P. Diddler. Oh, it's P. Diddler now. That's what it is. Okay, that's not good. Very messed up. But there was one specific detail that particularly grabbed the attention of everyone watching the press conference. After discussing the guns found in Diddy's houses, the U.S. attorney says that during the raids, officers obtained evidence of the freak-offs found on numerous electronic devices on the property.
During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
Firstly, in the year 2024, we've got U.S. officials talking about Diddy party freak-offs, and this immediately sparked new interest in the case of Sean Combs. With the news of video evidence being found of said freak-offs, that means that there's a chance for them to eventually be publicly released or parts of them leaked for the whole world to see. And it's like the Epstein flight logs, dude. I mean, look at the Epstein, show those up here. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of really important people on these that are gonna have to explain themselves. This is a lot of potential for bad PR, as people call it, or just being exposed for being who you actually truly are. I hope we eventually get a glimpse into who attended these freak-offs and who of the Hollywood elite are just as demented as Diddy is and deserve the same exact thing that he got. This is much easier to make videos about than YouTube drama, because it's like, this is a real evil person. This isn't like some weird little echo chamber. This is a guy who a lot of people idolize and look up to, who is surrounded by other people very similar to him that a lot of people idolize and look up to. Not just internet groups, small meaningless shit. Like these are real masters of the universe we're talking about that are going down. This is a different game. This is a much more righteous game, I feel like. Furthermore, after the official statements were released, people began to dive into who could possibly be on the tapes, and celebrities alike began to panic behind the scenes. All of this combined to make the Diddy case full of conspiracies about who could possibly be seen on those freak-off tapes. If you are a Hollywood elite, you are under intense scrutiny, not only by the police, but also by your millions of followers and the people who look up to you or you know, fans of yours or whatever. They're on to you, freaks. They're on to you, freaks, all right? They're on to you. They're on to you. They're gonna get you. It ain't gonna last much longer. Following the announcement of the tapes, one of the first celebrities to act strange is famous singer Usher. On Sunday, September 22nd, Usher's Twitter account would be completely cleaned, having no posts on it whatsoever. I get it if you wanna delete your Twitter or whatever, or something like that. I mean, it makes sense. Twitter's a terrible platform that's brain rot, and I'll probably delete my Twitter one day, but probably for different reasons than Usher. A lot of people immediately started to speculate and see the deletion of Usher's tweets as a admission of guilt, but they returned and he had tweeted, "Account got hacked and y'all ran with it. See you at Intuit Dome," and stuff. He tweeted that. Pretty cool. So I don't really know. I mean, he's closely associated with Diddy, and he mentioned on a Howard Stern talk a couple years ago about how he saw some shit a long time ago. We've showed the clip before, but it's pretty wild. He hung out with Diddy when he was a young man.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but there, hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Even though Usher's account appeared to be back to normal, there was still a lot of suspicion, and it appeared suspicious in regard to the whole thing, the racketeering and sex trafficking charges with Diddy, his old boy. Before Usher deleted his tweets, his account had over 7,000 tweets on it, but if you look at the account now, there appears to be 300 tweets missing and deleted. Yo, account got hacked, or whatever. I don't know. Weird. On top of that, people just don't believe you whenever you say your account got hacked, and like, if your account gets hacked, they're going to tweet something. They're going to tweet like a link to crypto. They're not going to delete all your tweets. That makes no sense. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense at all. None. Makes none. They like tweet, go to Diddy coin, buy Diddy coin, or whatever I don't know. It was also right around the same time all the information with Diddy came out. People on Twitter were expressing their skepticism in regard to the entire event, discussing how odd it is for Usher to just brush his whole account being deleted off and continue as if nothing even occurred and then saying he got hacked. It is very odd. I'm not saying it's not odd, but it's like really weird. If I was him, I would be like, yo, this guy's evil. I would turn on him, snitch all day. That's what I would do. Because once again, it's no secret that Diddy and Usher were quite close. Usher got his start because Diddy discovered him in the 1990s. In a way, Diddy was Usher's mentor, and he coached him on how to be a star.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying?
It's insane to think about what else he might have coached him in. You know, he was an expert at many things, not just the music industry, but also sex trafficking and racketeering and being a criminal.
Allegedly.
Usher has still yet to address Diddy's arrest. I doubt we'll get to see any of it at any time soon. But following Usher, two more artists, Pink and Megan Fox, who's not an artist, I don't think, were put under a lot of scrutiny for deleting their tweets. But they're just completely caught in a Diddy witch hunt, because if you dig a little deeper, you'll find that their tweet deletions are not related. Firstly, Pink has been off Twitter since February 2024. That's when she deleted and privated all of her tweets. In an interview, she stated that she enjoyed staying off Twitter, which makes total sense, and that it wasn't the same anymore, and it just is not good for your mental health, which is based in red pill. I mean, big respect. Go outside and touch grass, losers. Come on. She got caught in the crossfire, though, because she does have some links to Diddy and whatnot. But at the end of the day, how are you not going to have links to Diddy? You're in the world of depravity. You're going to be next to the depraved, and then eventually the depraved are going to go down. Guilty by association is not really guilty, in my opinion. Megan Fox, on the other hand, a little different than Pink. She used Twitter for about a week in 2013 and then completely stopped for good. And numerous news outlets reported on this. And in an interview, she stated that she couldn't handle it and just got off. So there's lists tying Megan Fox and Diddy together, but it's just purely coincidental that these accounts had no tweets. It's the witch hunt, though, continued, and no stone is ever left unturned by the freaks on the internet. I get it, man. I get the crusade against the evil people. I get it. It's like a thing you can feel meaningful in, but man, just all the lying and misinformation, it's pretty insane. It's sad that even articles, headlines, articles, all this stuff, like you're saying, just a bunch of shit that you'd think is immediately true that implicate people, but it's just not. So yeah, actors, artists, politicians, y'all are all next if you hang out with Diddy, okay? It's no secret that Hollywood elites have bizarre parties. Comedian Cat Williams went extremely viral earlier this year for talking about these parties, and he was talking about them for years and years.
They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited than a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit.
And earlier this year, he hinted that their world would be revealed soon, meaning that he was aware of the odd things that would occur at elite parties.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
I don't really know. I feel like he is elite. I don't really know if Cat Williams is not elite. He reminds me of Terrence Howard, just like ultra paranoid, like talks in a way to appear to be hyper intelligent. It's just, he's right. I mean, he's totally correct. It's coming out, but like, doesn't really take a rocket scientist to guess that these people are evil, I don't think. Anyways, back to the parties. Who are the elites that are at these parties? The list is quite long. It begins with Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio, whom Diddy specifically mentioned as his favorite guest at the Diddy parties in a video titled 73 Questions with Sean Diddy Combs.
And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
yes,
right?
Without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the white party.
That's a Vogue thing. There's no defending that. That's pretty bad. If P. Diddy is your favorite, that's not good. Plus, also, the guy loves, like, completely legal women, obviously, who are like the younger women. He likes women who are substantially younger than him. So yeah, I don't really know. That's not like a crime or anything like that, but it's like definitely a couple red flags. They start to combine, and then it's just like, okay, maybe this should be taken somewhat seriously. I don't fucking know. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. People have been questioning Leonardo DiCaprio's authenticity since the beginning of his career. Some strange images have surfaced. People are calling this his welcome to Hollywood moment. Very odd. Next, a leaked video from 2009 at a Diddy party shows Diddy pointing a camera at a passed out person who he later revealed to be DJ James Ford of Simeon Mobile Disco, whatever the f that is.
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them.
And in the same video, he claims that if you come to a Diddy party, you will pass out, and encourages people to mess with him while he is out.
I put him to sleep. Next day, right? You put the drink on his head.
There it is.
Which, I mean, I don't know if that's normal. I've never really been to parties. I'm a absolute loser. There are other musical artists associated with Diddy as well, such as Ice Cube, who claimed at one of his concerts that he had never been to a Diddy party.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, me and Dub C ain't never been to a Diddy party, motherfucker.
You know, keeping his name clear. Ice Cube, strangely based and red-pilled with some things. Maybe not. Maybe I should look that up. I don't know. I've heard him say some interesting things about firearms, and that's about it. Another prominent artist who is associated with Diddy is Justin Bieber. And since all this has gone down, people have been pointing out strange videos showing Diddy and Justin Bieber's relationship. In one bizarre video, the diddler makes Justin Bieber uncomfortable by stating that they haven't been hanging out like they used to since Bieber has been selling out more shows. And Justin responded by stuttering and trying to formulate a clear response under some kind of bizarre stress.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you haven't. I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
It's odd. It reminds me of the Help Me music video made by Trevor Moore of a little kid who's like in the music industry. It's about Justin Bieber. It's pretty crazy.
Help me, my parents sold me to a big producer in the record industry.
I really want to hear from Justin Bieber in regard to all this stuff, because like that is a weird relationship that he had with a lot of very popular people and powerful people, and his parents basically sold him into some kind of strange indentured servitude. And I mean, he's like turned to God and all this just wild steps you wouldn't really expect. Anyways, I want to hear from him about all this stuff. In a later video, Diddy is seen patting down Justin's body as if he's checking him for a wire, which is really odd. One would imagine that Justin Bieber has probably seen some heinous things since they had such close ties for such a long time. Also, prominent politicians who you may recognize have hung out with Mr. Diddler. Former President Barack Obama has been seen with P. Diddler in numerous instances.
And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
And the way he talks about him in an old MTV video makes it clear that Obama was good friends with Diddy and that this was not their first time meeting. Bad look for Obama. Obama!
I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool. And I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
Another former president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, also great friends with Diddy for quite some time, and had even said that he loves Diddy and is a good friend of his.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
If you look up Diddy and Donald Trump, you'll see loads of images of the two smiling and chilling, booling, as people say. Even Ivanka Trump can be seen in photos with Diddley and Donald, meaning that they continued to hang out and see each other on a regular basis. Donald Trump was a celebrity before he was a politician, so it's no surprise that he was invited to the Diddy parties. Bro has been in the zeitgeist for quite a while. And since all this stuff came out, people have been conducting various smear campaigns against both former presidents, claiming that they are closely associated with sex trafficking racketeer P. Diddler. The point is, everybody from both sides is guilty by association in some sense with the Diddler. What did they know? I have no idea. But this shit runs quite deep, though. It runs quite deep. And if you think Epstein had some powerful friends that got him killed, bruh, I mean, come on, dude. What about Diddy? Okay, what about Diddy? Diddy, I feel like he's not gonna last long in prison. I don't know though. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but it seems like it's not. Even Prince Harry, right, is on the official list of people who have attended Diddley parties, drawing international acclaim. Other celebrities seen with Diddley include Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, Dame Dash, Steve Harvey, LeBron James. There's infamous photos of Jay-Z and Jennifer Lopez at a Diddy white party. That's like the ultimate Diddy party, is the white party where you wear white. There's also a now famous video of LeBron James quoted saying, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," demonstrating his clear knowledge of what goes on at a Diddy party.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
LeBron James knows about Diddy parties. Let's be real. LeBron James. LeBron has been in LA for quite some time and is probably the most popular basketball player of this current generation, so it would not be shocking at all to find out that he attended one or many of Diddy's parties. Seems like everybody's doing it. Even streamer Aiden Ross has been pictured at a Diddy recent white party. So yeah, you got everybody. Politicians, presidents, rulers of the free world. Aiden Ross. With the changing landscape of fame and influence, one thing stays the exact same through all of it. That is the Diddy parties, baby. What the is wrong with these people? It does tie into the business world, though. It's not just celebrities and athletes. There are tons of people who are seen in the Diddy household. There are CEOs, record label owners. In a broadcast from Fox News, it was revealed that every room in Diddy's LA and Miami homes had a camera. So if you were in the home, you were on a tape.
Lil Rod says hidden cameras were in every room of Diddy's homes. Lil Rod believes that Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties. Salacious tapes of Hollywood's biggest names, including record CEOs and politicians, doing drugs and cavorting with prostitutes and minors.
This fact is important, as one of Diddy's former bodyguards claimed to have audio of Diddy having S with rapper Meek Mill after roofing his drink. We can't show that. Holy Meek Mill, what the That's a claim from a bodyguard. This whole thing is getting crazy, guys. I hope everything comes out and we know, my God, like, just stop. Why can't people just be nice to each other? Sure, say weird shit to people, make bad jokes, upset people, offend people. Don't sex traffic, okay? Don't sex traffic. Don't live an insanely hedonistic lifestyle that victimizes thousands of people. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. What's so difficult? You're not God. It's kind of surprising looking back now, with perfect retrospect clarity, that nobody noticed or thought anything was wrong with Diddy and his parties. I mean, I didn't have any idea. I'm an idiot though. So just looking at the pictures alone, it's a cultish kind of culture surrounding these events. Furthermore, the exclusivity and grandeur of the events make them appear as if they're straight out of The Great Gatsby or The Cask of Montiago. Especially the Diddy white parties where everybody wears white. Everybody wears all white like they're part of a Heaven's Gate-esque cult ritual. There's large beds and alcohol. It's scenery. It's so weird, dude. There's Diddy. There he is. There's J-Lo right there. What the Diddy? Diddy. I'm not gonna start a Diddy chant. At the end of the day, Diddy definitely knows. He's very aware of the culture that he has created within his parties. He brags about it, okay? It's become normalized in our society and even idolized by people wishing they could be part of just one of Diddy's amazing parties.
Call them modest get-togethers, others hedonistic romps. For the next 53 seconds, we'll take an in-depth look inside Diddy parties.
In a 1999 interview with E.T., not the alien, but the television show, Diddy commented about how he could not get permits for his massive parties and that they would eventually arrest him and shut him down.
Your parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time.
Plus, he purposefully dresses differently from all the people that attend the parties so they see him as the ringleader and people know that he is in control. Mr. Diddler, Sean Diddler Combs, is going to have to face the music and fully own up to all of his actions. And if even 10% of what's being alleged against him beyond what he's already going to be charged for, racketeering and sex trafficking, if 10% of that is even true, dude, the guy is sick. He's a monster. He's got freak off tapes lots and lots and lots of people are going to be revealed as part of the sinister elite of Hollywood, and people around the world are panicking, dude. I have no idea, man. A lot of people escaped prosecution in the Epstein trial because Epstein died, and Jizzy Maxwell, whatever her name is. Shoo, man. There's not gonna be any hiding. This is all, I feel like Cat Williams is right. This is all gonna come out. It's all gonna come out. It's pretty wild, pretty crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, press the like button down below. I'll see you in another video.